I'm Stan Copeland, pastor of Lovers Lane United Methodist Church in Dallas, Texas. I received another couple of tough questions that are difficult to answer, and quite frankly, it saddens me to have to be honest about these. But the first one is, why would a United Methodist bishop be friendly to such an ill-advised and divisive vote to have an annual conference disaffiliate with the United Methodist Church by a simple majority vote? And the second question came just a few days ago. Why did Bishop Mike Lowry, retired from the Central Texas Conference, have to surrender his credentials as United Methodist bishop? And will he be a bishop in the new Global Methodist Church, the GMC? This is hard to answer because Mike Lowry and other bishops about whom I'll refer have been friends and colleagues for decades. Let me first say that I am thankful for our polity and discipline of the United Methodist Church, including the role of bishops and need for these episcopal leaders to be strong officials of order. Bishops do make a difference in how they lead the church, and we are seeing that very clearly right now. Much of our more divisive church discussion has to do with the election in the Western jurisdiction of an openly lesbian bishop, which violated our Book of Discipline. Whereas I have not agreed with the election of Bishop Oliveto, having a gay bishop in a very progressive and by far our smallest jurisdiction is not nearly enough to have me leave the United Methodist Church. And likewise, I will not leave the United Methodist Church as I see other bishops in a less open way violate their duties and defile disciplinary standards regarding order and unity. So, why have some bishops more openly or deceptively positioned themselves and other pastors in churches to leave the United Methodist Church? It could be that they have convictions that they could no longer in good faith be part of the United Methodist Church. Could it also be that because some of these bishops are required to retire from their appointments due to their age, they want to bish more, as we say, and can do so in the GMC? Do they see the GMC as a way to serve longer as a bishop and in the new denomination that aligns with their more conservative convictions? I would hope that this is not the case, but I strongly suspect that it is in part the dynamic that some are adhering to. It is true that a few bishops have admitted to working to help form the Global Methodist Church while working on our nickel, while being paid by every local United Methodist Church that pays apportionments. And most of our churches, but not all, pay our missional apportionments. Let me use an example. What if the CEO of Southwest Airlines, while leading the company on their nickel, was at the same time helping to form a new low-cost airline? The airline would promise less structure, would not fly to nearly as many locations, and would be understandably risky. What if the CEO desired to be the CEO of the new company he had been creating? What would the Southwest Airlines Board of Directors do regarding their paid CEO? Is there any doubt that the CEO would be fired due to a gross violation of professional ethics? A few more bishops, retired and active, need to do a soul search right now related to surrendering their credentials and moving on. Though it is incredibly difficult to tell one's bishop that you have lost confidence in their leadership and do not see them working in the best interest of the UMC, it's past time for honesty. Bishops especially need to do the right and ethical thing. I'm thankful for our Bishop Mike McKee in the North Texas Conference for his steady hand and strong leadership. He said to all of us, lay and clergy, in a series of meetings that he held, He said, I want you to stay in the United Methodist Church. We need you. We need our traditional and progressive churches, our centrist churches, our rural and urban churches, all working together to be the church that we are called to be in our respective mission fields. You know, as I said earlier, bishops do make a difference in maintaining order and unity in how they lead. I heard Bishop Fierro Harvey say in a series of sermons, I do not want a United Methodist Church that is so inclusive that it becomes exclusive. Both bishops are making the same point. From the power of their office, they're saying we need one another. We need unity in essentials, tolerance in our non-essentials, and in all things, we need to love one another. We need a church strongly committed to our mission and known for what and who we are for, not who and what we are against. We'll keep these videos coming. Thanks for subscribing to the Picklin Parson YouTube page and sharing these videos with friends who may be looking for straightforward information. Thanks again for watching.